This story contains fantasy violence, cosmic horror, and references to trauma involving denial of bodily autonomy. Welcome back to Merely Roleplayers, where theatrical people play role-playing games. I'm Matt, I set the scene, and you're about to hear Ellie, Vikki, Alex and David around the table bringing the drama. If you like a bit of drama, but sometimes you want it to be a bit more planned out and controlled than this, you should be listening to our sister podcast, the Blackshaw Arts Hour. That's Black S-H-A-W Arts Hour. Next Wednesday is the Blackshaw Arts Hour's 100th episode, and with that milestone the feed is changing. You won't get an episode regularly every fortnight anymore, but whenever you do get an episode it'll be pure, high production quality audio drama, the kind Blackshaw Theatre is making a name for itself with. The past few episodes are fluff-free repeats of Black Shuck by Duncan Hands, starring our favourite mechanoid Alex alongside Rachel Knott, and Blackshaw's adaptation of Great Expectations in association with Cypher's Theatre. Then the 100th episode on the 30th of January is going to be a celebration and a look back at our past 100 episodes of magazine-style arts programming before the feed goes 100% drama. Search for Blackshaw Arts Hour wherever you're listening to this, or go to blackshawtheatre.podbean.com to subscribe. Now, though, please fill the front rows to accommodate latecomers at the back. Act 4 of Parallax Converging will begin after this from our friends in the RPG Casts community.
A long, long time ago, in a land far away named Phylor, there were 4 legendary adventurers.
We are the Adventurers 4, renowned across the land.
Using their cunning and strength, the party defeats many monsters and saves many lives.
Nick takes her fairy blade and stabs it into his other eyeball.
Oh my
gosh!
Can Hugo jump on my back? Do I cast Expeditious Retreat?
Yeah.
Can Bob roll a D20 for me?
I don't like that. I don't like how you asked that.
D20 business.
What if I rolled a 1? What if I told you I just rolled a 1?
Come and join us weekly at How the Quest Was Won. Found anywhere where podcasts are located. Purchase not necessary. No real magic was used in the making of this podcast.
The story so far.
We need a Protomatter Drive. This data gives you the opportunity to get inside the structure and fulfill your obligation to Sim. You need Vikki. She can be like a shortcut. Sensors pick up Rukuktu's personal ship. It's going to catch you.
Life's a game, the world's a stage, and we're all merely players. Okay, so if I just invert the temporal shift mode on this, then I should be able to...
I wouldn't have done that.
No, but I'm going to stop it because I'm going to need to reroute the capacitor because otherwise the crystal matrix just isn't going to connect. It's going to have to do that in order to bounce the signal.
You've got to remember that I think it's aesthetically not looking right.
Look, just shut up. I'm going to extrapolate the crystal matrix and send it through the
Did you notice anything interesting when you were looking through the schematic?
Okay, you need to stop now. You need to stop.
Okay.
No, it's fine. I'm just going to reroute it through the fluctuating data. That's fine.
Okay.
I've done it. I think.
Okay.
Yeah, 11.
Yep, 11.
Yeah, tell us what you've done to this thing.
I told you just now. I basically rerouted the geographical data so that it could ping off of other ships.
Cool.
So it will look like we're taking a logical journey, but will always be... It will always be like a relay, like it will follow a ship, and then when a ship goes near to another ship, it will bounce, and it will then track that other ship, so it'll look like we're going places.
Lovely. Whoever was tracking you is going to be thrown well off course.
Good.
Oh, woo!
As Ellie's doing that, I shout, Bing, set a course for Qualia.
No, stop going to Q Planet.
We've got to go somewhere. It's the one we went to before, the one that likes us. Quark Town. Town's called Quark. Bing, what's the planet called?
Do you mean Quilner?
Yes, Quilner. Set the course, push that button, and we're going to jump.
course set for Quilna, Captain.
Push the button, Bing.
I'm pushing it. Do I have to hold it down?
Hold it down, Bing.
I'm holding it. It's
Both paws.
pushing again. It's resisting.
Push it harder, Bing.
It's like a mantis.
Doesn't have paws.
And the nose goes pink and starts spinning, and I have to roll alien, I believe.
We need that contextual information.
9.
You know how this goes.
You flipped time again.
Time.
Jesus Christ.
It takes us quite a long time to get there. We nearly got there.
You've seemed to have successfully evaded Rukuktu for the moment by dropping into drill space. So you slam out of drill space in orbit around Quilna.
Have we got all the information from Alex's brain yet, guys?
Yeah, it's finished downloading, and I think I have what I need to start building. So I think we need to land on Quilna and head to a glitch safe house where they've got some kit I can use and a safe space to do the building.
Perfect.
A key ingredient in this, a key item in this build is that special stuff they mine on Quilna.
Ooh, that's worked out nicely.
That's why you went there.
I knew it.
Did you actually know it?
No.
You scoundrel.
That's why I'm a captain.
I guess you'll have to take the whole Wren down this time.
Yeah, because we haven't got our shuttle anymore. I can't remember. I think we were okay there, right?
Yeah, last time we were there was some
There was a bit of a
local
scuffle, wasn't there?
economic disruption.
There's unrest.
Should we try and go down secretly and park somewhere?
Yes.
Yeah? So we're going to engage the stealth drive. We have to roll for that, don't we?
Yeah, you have to roll slick.
Oh, good. I'm slick. I push the button, and I've got a,
11.
plus 3.
Oh,
so
yeah, so 14.
14.
Yeah, nice. Okay, so
You're invisible. All of us are invisible.
So you
For
have
the rest of time.
You have 2 points to hold.
Yeah.
You can spend them to escape notice or maneuver into a favourable position. Mm-hmm. So I suggest.
So we escape notice coming in.
Spend one to escape notice, and you've got another one to hold on to before it's discharged.
Brilliant. So we escape notice coming in. So we land on Grelno completely unnoticed.
Yep. No planetary authority hailing you or anything like that.
We've snuck down.
You know the coordinates of a glitch place to sneak down. So you land in there what's there? I think you have to be out of sight, maybe an underground landing pad.
Yeah.
Maybe through a waterfall.
Ooh, fun.
On the agricultural side.
Yes.
The brown
The
side.
brown side.
No, that's the green side.
Sorry, yeah, on the green side.
Because as we all know, you've got to have brown to have green.
And there is indeed a lab here that you can use. I think Starren runs this.
Stazzle.
No, don't. He hates it. He hates it. Don't do it. Don't call him Stazzle.
Culturally, it's not a good idea to give him nicknames.
Okay.
David, Ellie, what's been up?
Hello, Starren.
A lot of things have been up, Starren. We think we're making progress on our takedown plan. You don't need to know the details.
Also, these guys are cool. This robot man, he's on our side, don't worry. And this lady is... Don't split her off.
Oh, I didn't realise you were part of the takedown plan. Are you going to join us in the assault?
Yes.
Starren, bit more info on the assault.
I'm up for that. I'm going to assault.
David.
Oh yes, we're mounting a strike against Conclave scanning probes and relay stations. We're going to cut off their data fire hose so that their simulation breaks down.
Is this a large-scale thing, or is this just on Quilna?
Oh yes, we're activating all glitch cells throughout the galaxy.
And what's the timeline?
Oh, it's coming up very soon.
How soon?
I'm waiting. I'm not leadership, so I just have to wait for the signal. But it's coming soon.
Who's leadership and can I speak to them?
Oh, I can put in a request, but I can't connect you directly. We have to be circumspect about these things, otherwise the Conclave will find us.
Can I don't know how the hook system works.
Yeah.
But the Conclave ruin my life and I will destroy them all is one of my hooks.
If you would like that to apply, you can take disadvantage on whatever your next roll
Okay,
is.
let's assume yes.
It makes sense.
I would become
whatever's
immediately
going on, I
obsessed
want
with
to
that.
do it.
Yeah.
I raised with Starren what I heard when we were on the outpost, the fact that the appearance of that huge colossal thing that's now probably in a black hole is going to bring this forward. So I was like, just to let you know, I think it might be happening slightly sooner than expected. Has that information been disseminated through to you?
Oh yes, that was disseminated quite some time ago. Oh, David, you got stuck in drill space again, didn't you?
Just a little bit of Clippy.
Yes, that's rather old news.
Oh, right.
Several space weeks ago.
Oh dear.
I'm going to use a series of complicated hand gestures to convey to Ellie that the time that they strike should be the time that we try and get in and out. Using subtle hand gestures that are really subtle.
Yes.
With some finger guns.
Yeah.
You're just going to wait until you're alone.
No, I wanted to know right now.
I roll my eyes.
Ellie, have you arranged these hand signals, or is Dave just wiggling his hands?
He does this so frequently that I know exactly what he's saying. Starren, I think Vicky's right. It would be important for us to liaise with someone in a position of seniority. So if you could put out that message, that would be great. In the meantime, I'm going to need to use your lab.
I'll put in the request. Yes, feel free to use the facilities. You know where everything is?
Yes, thank you. Have you stocked the fridge?
Yes, it's full of Yarbeast milk, just like you like it.
Excellent.
Space quavers.
Yes, also space quavers.
I hate space quavers.
What about Space Raiders?
Space Raiders.
Space Raiders.
Yes, of course. Space Raiders.
I've forgotten, sorry.
I reckon they're a touchy subject nowadays, though.
Yeah.
We stopped getting them now that they're not 5 space pea a bag anymore.
Oh, no. And as a wise choice, they don't fill the bags anymore.
They're not worth the money.
It's mostly air. Space air. Okay, great. Thank you very much. I'm going to just stride off towards the lab and steer Vikki to come with me.
And I'm gesturing about time as you do that.
Yeah, I'm like, yeah, I know.
We got it.
Can we have a science montage of some description?
Yes, please. I'm putting a lab coat over my jumpsuit.
Yeah.
And I've got goggles on, and then I'm making Vikki put on goggles. And we've got test tubes.
Can I be in the background, just in every shot, doing nothing, but just sort of like suggesting annoying things from time to time? Because obviously the information came through to me, but I don't understand it at all.
I think every now and then Ellie just like without looking grabs your arm and manoeuvres it over and like lights up the welding torch in your finger. So I'm less interested in the actual building of the drive than I am in like the interplay between the two of you, Ellie and Vikki, and how that affects the two of you. So what does this look like?
I'm going to sit her down. Vikki, this is going to be really tough on you, and I'm sorry I have to ask you, but I have come to believe from looking at the data that you are tapped into protomatter in a way that is key to us building this impulse drive, and you will essentially be piloting it. And I don't know what that's going to do to you while it happens.
Okay.
And I think that we're going to have to start tapping into that in order to power up the drive. So I've built what I can, but it's not going to work without your involvement. I don't know what's going to happen with your lightning situation.
I don't know either, so...
How are you feeling?
Okay for now. I mean... I heard Starren mention the conclave and the plan to attack them, and at the end of the day, if we can... I want to destroy them all. They ruin my life.
Well, it's good that you have focus. Part of my concern is that... So, you know earlier when I asked you what your kind of overriding fear or concern was?
Mm-hmm.
That every time you're triggered, you react. And I think it's because you have an overriding fear or kind of like root of... all of the trauma is based around the idea that the conclave had you completely under their control. They just experimented on you. They didn't give you any opportunity to be who you want to be. You had no freedom. And I think the key to this is going to be you realizing that you do now have that freedom. You can control this. You can't control what's happened to you, but you have the ability now to make a real difference and to take them down. And any time that you're tipping over the edge, I'm going to remind you that they haven't got control over you anymore. You've got it. Okay.
What does it look like the first time we plug Vikki in, as it were, to the drive to see if she can get it powered up.
So I have put like some contacts on her temples that should ground any lightning that's produced. Just so you know. But I think that's a lot of lightning.
So Vikki, what do you have to do or think about or channel in order to try and make this work?
I get the sense that me just trying isn't doing it. So I'm trying and trying and trying, and trying to push out with my hands, or to like squeeze my eyes shut really tight, to squeeze my fists together, to like clench up all of my muscles to try and make it happen. And I'm becoming increasingly frustrated that I can't do it. And, thinking it's not going to work. I don't know how to do this. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. This is all so new to me, and I don't know. And as I become more and more irritated, a little crackle of lightning just starts to happen in my hands. And so Ellie and I both get kind of excited about the fact that it seems to be happening. So I just need to get really frustrated and really angry, and then maybe we can make it happen.
Can I volunteer to assist with you?
Want to get her angry?
Yeah.
I think you'd be the perfect candidate.
So I'm still in the room. I've just been sort of watching, listening. So I just go along and full blown smack her slap her across the face.
Oh my god!
Just if we need you angry and
with
frustrated.
your robot arms.
Yeah.
Don't dislodge the lightning grounding.
No, I know what I'm about.
He's always
Alex, roll volatile.
Oh shit, mate.
Did you have a hook active?
I will show Vikki the true face of the abyss.
Yeah.
Probably.
Do you accept it? You want to be
Not this time. No.
No.
Not this time. It's one good strong. Oh, that is a
massive failure.
5.
Having a little.
Oh, I got something. That's good.
Oh boy! I've just been whacked around the head by a robot.
I thought you were going to do something just psychologically ramp her up, but you just hit her in the face.
I thought that was going to be some sort of...
Because we know how well hitting people in the face can end in role-playing games.
Some sort of roasting going on.
Vikki dies.
Just as a side note, whilst they were doing their science stuff, I was using the 2 leather arms from my old jacket to make a brown captain's hat.
I thought you already had a brown captain's hat.
No, I just had a brown sunglasses.
And the brown trousers. Don't forget the trousers.
I'm pretty sure you said you put on your brown
captain's hat.
Well, I've made a second one for Bing. He's got one too.
First mate hat.
First mate
hat.
So, you don't succeed in striking Vikki. Vikki, do you want to tell us how Alex fails to strike you? Is it something to do with your powers?
Yeah, I think that my ability to make people perceive reality in a different way kicks it. It almost kicks in automatically, as a defense mechanism. And so to Alex's vision, I just become a whole load of bubbles or something and just disappear. And then so he can't hit me.
She's bubbles. There's bubbles everywhere.
It's
I've turned her into bubbles. I've interfaced with the matter. I've turned her into bubbles. I can turn anything into bubbles with just touching it. I'm like a really rubbish King Midas with bubbles.
And Starren enters the lab, slightly out of breath, having run from the comms room. I've just heard from leadership. They can't talk because it's happening.
Oh, God.
We're going now.
Oh, my goodness.
We need to make this work, and we need to do it.
Okay, obviously the hitting hasn't worked. I'm going to try a different tactic.
No, you're stopping.
But
That's
we
what
need
you're
to put
doing.
it on the ship. It's not attached to the ship at the moment, is it? It's just in the lab.
It can be. You could be working on it
On
in
the
the
ship?
in the ship garage, if you like, in the ship shop.
So we should get on the ship and start heading towards where we're going while me and Vikki carry on working on it. Okay,
That's certainly an option. That is certainly a
Let's
way
do
to
it.
respond to this.
I'm getting all my stuff.
Can I just help by picking it up? 'Cause
Yeah.
Probably I can lift heavier things
carry
than
it
most
over.
people. I just carry it.
Yeah, you carry a bunch of stuff.
You order me to carry it.
I don't even ask. I just start piling stuff on you.
Cool, so we get the drive onto the ship. We get Vikki in position. I guess me and Bing put in the coordinates of the middle of all the black holes. Is that where we're going?
We're going to the big giant conclave black hole place, aren't we?
Cool. Who'd like to see what they know about the structure?
Where we're going.
Like the layout.
Yes.
Vikki, I
I'm
feel
gonna
like it
know
would make
things.
sense that you would know stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Bing
and
would know.
Bing.
Bing might well.
Maybe I do as well because I got
You've got it all
into
download,
this
yeah.
in this. So can I at least help?
You've been really good at that so far.
It is a stalwart roll to help.
Don't do that.
No, I won't.
What am I rolling for?
You're rolling calculating.
Yeah. Okay. 5.
Oh boy.
As you lift off and Dave is asking this question, what coordinates am I actually putting in? There is Rukuktu's flagship again. They've caught up with you. They're not tracking, but they're like, it's been going through your usual haunts, and this is somewhere that you are found a lot.
Yeah.
And they're hailing you, and you can tell on your sensors that they're powering up weapons, ready to like try and disable your ship.
Can I do my special ability, or do I have to be in the same place as him?
What special ability
My
is that?
ability to make him perceive reality in a different way for a limited amount of time.
I think it's interesting to see whether you can get range on this.
Yeah,
Like,
okay.
you don't understand your abilities.
No,
Let's
no.
give it a go.
Yeah, maybe you could make him think we've flown a different way.
That's what I was thinking. Or make him think we're not, like, yeah.
We're not even here.
Yeah. Do you think this is... so, like, when Dave cons people, it's slick.
Yeah.
Do you think it's slick, or do you think it's alien because it's powers?
I think it's alien because it's, well, I'd like it to be alien because that's a 2 rather than -1.
But it's your powers, isn't it?
Yeah. I think making them think we've gone somewhere else, although even that the ship is still on the planet would be ideal.
Yeah.
Thank you, Dave, for pointing out there. You are still in stealth mode, so
Yeah.
I think it's not a direct hail, it's like a blanket. Like, they know that you're probably here,
They're broadcasting for us to...
but they can't target you directly.
Right.
Especially if you spend that
To
other
get away.
point.
Okay, so we're spending our stealth drive, and I'm going to try and make them believe that
We don't
we're
need to
still
do
on.
both.
We don't need to do
Because
both.
the stealth drive lets us escape.
Oh, right, when we've already used it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could if you think
But it might be beneficial to throw them off.
It's
even
still
more.
a cool thing to try and
Yeah.
do.
Yeah.
that I think
And
would
also,
be-
if we can save our...
Yeah.
Yeah, we
Point
might
when we
need it.
should.
We might need
Exactly.
it.
yeah.
Okay.
So maybe Dave's
Yeah.
going for the
My hand's
Drop.
hovering over the button.
Yeah.
Ready to
And
escape.
I'm like, hold off.
gonna try
See what the girl
something.
can do.
That's a 12.
You do it.
Happy days.
What happens?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, I like kind of go into like a trance-like state and like rapidly blink, and suddenly we hear over the... So I imagine it's it's almost like a loud hailer as they're coming into land. We hear a kind of kerfuffle on their ship, and one of them shouting like, I see them at the... Like, they're docked over there, and then they make a beeline down to the planet.
But you're not there.
We're not there.
You're slipping away
slipping
invisibly. Where are you going?
Well, yeah, now we need to work out where...
Where are you going, and how are you making the drive work?
I think Bing is the person who will know exactly where it is, because it's where he used to work.
Yes, that's a good point.
Yeah.
Can I sort of gingerly approached Ellie and said, "Oh no, I didn't want to try and hit her in the face. She turned into bubbles." I don't know if you saw that. It was crazy.
I didn't.
Well, maybe it was just me then. But I do have the ability to see sort of like the abyss. Maybe if she sees it, maybe
so
she
you can
sees
show
it.
her the abyss.
Show her the abyss. That will trigger something.
Yes, team. I think that's a great idea. I think we need to find out where we're going first before
Okay.
we try this out.
It's a one
Bing.
shot.
Yes.
Do you know the coordinates to the core?
I can give you a rough estimate. I can give you the layout, and I know where you are going to want to end up.
Okay.
Perfect.
Great.
You can think of the structure like a sphere built around an entire solar system's worth of space.
So it's really big then.
It's really splicking big.
Okay. Cool. Bing, you don't normally swear.
He means business. He means bingness.
Calm the punk down.
Inside there is inside is the ultramassive black hole cluster at the very center, and then the inside of the sphere is built up. That's where the conclave live and work on the inner surface. It's like a hollow planet,
I see.
giant hollow planet.
Okay.
I can direct you to the area where you're looking for the systems where the simulation is coupled to the protomatter processors, correct? Mm-hmm. I can direct you there.
Perfect.
Okay, so you are a team with Dave.
Would you describe this structure as an egg with a yolk, Bing?
One
Don't think that's what the yolk was.
I suppose
It is an ovoid shape with something at the centre, so in that sense, yes. I think we know where we're going, guys. Dead centre.
I mean, yeah, sure.
Do we vote yes or no?
Well,
to Bing's coordinates or to my coordinates right in the centre of all the black
Bing's
holes?
Bing's coordinates.
Bing's coordinates.
You've been over.
You can regret it, guys.
Okay, we'll see. Okay, great. So we have a piloting team, and we have our super duper activate the magic team. Let's see if it
me
works.
and Bing have got our captain's hats on
Yes,
in the cockpit.
choo. We've got Vikki's special temporal zappy no zap things on.
What does the prototype drive look like vaguely? Like what are we seeing as you're trying to power it up?
It must have part of the canister that I brought back with me involved in it some way.
So it's made up of several canisters, 2 of which have the protomatter in because we had the one we were testing on and then the one you brought back from the Christmas tree. And then I've added a further 3 which have got another type of powering fluid that we often use for when we want to go into
drill space. And then they're then plugged into like basically a tiny computer. Yeah. And then that feeds into Vikki.
Yeah, so as it powers up, all of the canisters go down into their little pods, into their little sockets.
Mm-hmm. Then there's like a powering up noise, like a doo. And then Vikki is sitting and Alex comes down, like adjusts himself so that they are like eye to eye, as it would be if he had
so
eyes.
I'm putting the vision up onto my screen.
Yes.
Now, I had an interesting thought about that. With my vision coming up on my screens, does it start to give this weird sort of like endless mirror kind of effect that creates it sort of endless mirror effect, so it like sort of exponentially makes it...
I think it's almost like for her, the sensation is almost like looking into her own eyes. Like she's looking back at herself because the matter is inside her. So you're showing her the abyss and the abyss is looking back, but she is the abyss.
Okay.
Oh, God, that's
wow.
scary.
Do our eyes turn black?
Almost definitely.
For sure.
Yeah.
Full nosebleed.
Yeah. They go
nosebleed.
full black like the demons in Supernatural.
Yeah, nice.
Vikki, roll alien.
I hope this works.
8, 9, 10.
Ask the abyss a question and the abyss will answer.
Can you please turn on my impulse drive?
So,
how do I get that to work? Have you got any jump cables?
So, with that success, the drive works. You make the drive work. But because this is like staring into the abyss, you also get some sort of revelation.
Yeah.
So you are looking into this like infinite hall of mirrors through the eyes of Robot Alex, and some sort of truth is revealed. What would you like to know?
Is it like so I think the truth I want revealed is whether or not I'm going to survive this.
Oh, dark.
Whether it's going to take everything.
Whether you're going to survive the jump.
The
driving the impulse drive.
Yeah.
There's only one driver here.
Wow, I hadn't considered that, but since you're asking the question, I think it takes something.
Yeah.
I don't think you have like an infinite number of jumps in you. What is it taking? Like, is it just like draining your life force every time you do it, or taking your powers?
I think it's either it's got to take some kind of. I mean, it just feels like it's an extraordinary amount of energy. So I think it's either got to hurt me substantially, or it removes my ability to.
I tell you what, the answer as you understand it is cryptic.
Okay.
And I think what it amounts to is each time you power the drive, you become less human.
Okay.
And eventually you will become some sort of like being of protomatter.
Right, okay. Yeah.
You'll in some sense ascend, in some sense die.
Yeah. Yeah.
You will be forever changed.
Yeah, okay.
Dave.
Bloop, bloop, bloop,
As the pilot, please roll alien.
Oh god, here we go, clipping some time.
This time, who knows what's going to happen? We can materialise anywhere. Here we go.
I had to write a special drive move for the Protomatter Drive.
Oh
goodness. So I roll alien?
Yep.
9.
One of these things happens. Mm-hmm. Either when you arrive, something about the ship or the crew is different or wrong.
Yeah, that makes sense, because it's gone
Put
out
back
of reality,
together wrong.
put back together wrong.
2, everybody answers a question from the abyss stares back, so like Alex had to do. 3, everybody takes 1 stress.
I mean, I can take a stress.
I think we're all just pretty stressed by the situation. That makes the most sense as well.
All right, everybody takes stress.
Everyone's like, what? Because we haven't been through that
Because
before.
you've effectively, you ceased to exist and then were recreated at your destination.
Yeesh.
That's crazy.
Wowzers.
Technology today,
That does remind me of that bit in Guides of the Galaxy where they do like a bajillion jumps.
Yes.
And in the second film, oh my god, it's too funny. And then they're all like wibbly.
Is this the same technology that at the beginning of the first season, there's the Conclave ship comes out, doesn't it? It just kind of appears
It's like
slowly, like builds up.
Their version is probably
a bit more
better tested.
More stable,
Yeah, more stable, better tested, but it's effectively the same principles, yes. The space that you rematerialize in is dark. There are no stars.
Of course, because it's inside this
Yeah.
sphere, isn't it?
Yeah.
Egg.
There is a glow and a nimbus at the centre of the structure where the ultramassive black holes orbit one another. There is like a not quite light, not quite black glow around them all in the far distance, and they seem very small from here.
Yeah, they're not close enough to be affecting us. They're not like sucking us in or anything.
So there are no stars, but all around you, curving up around the ship, is this unimaginably colossal structure. You're inside this massive sphere, and you've rematerialized very neatly at a docking port on effectively like a skyscraper projecting out into the centre, towards the centre of the structure.
You nailed it, Bing, with your
job, Bing.
coordinates.
Well done, Bing.
Didn't give you the captain's hat for nothing. First mate Bing.
The comm unit of the cockpit lights up with several incoming communications. One is from Starren, notifying you that the attack has begun. The glitches have mounted their strike. And immediately after that comes over the cockpit tannoy speakers a horrible, painful squeal of static as a communication comes in from Sim. What drops into your terminal is a bunch of data telling you is effectively like where you need to go and what you need to do to fulfill your part of the bargain and uncouple Sim from the Conclave systems within the structure. But the squeal suggests to you that Sim is somehow in pain or under fire in some sense.
I'm going to tell Bing to keep the engine running, look after the ship, Bing, be a good boy.
Come back alive, David.
I'll do my best, Bingleton. And then I kiss my fingers and touch his badge.
So say we all.
Bing gets up and envelops you in like a hug that wraps round a couple of times. It's got very long arms.
I reciprocate as much as I can. Don't cry, Ellie, it's okay.
Shall we
We're going to make that okay.
We're teaming up.
Teaming up.
tooling up?
Tooling up.
Yes.
I've got a pistol.
Let's all take the 3 things we're allowed to take, whatever they might be.
You don't have to do that now.
We've got them. I've got my 3 things. Have you got your 3
I've got
things?
them and I'll tell you what they are later, as when it becomes advantageous to me.
Alex, how many things have you got?
Oh, 3.
Perfect,
Always
let's
forever,
go.
baby.
There's a montage of you all putting items into holsters and backpacks and slots and pockets and
But
things
only 3
like that.
things.
Only 3 things. We'll find out what those things are at some point. And you dock. The airlock opens and you have a clear way into the structure.
I'm going to walk in at the front because I'm the captain. Stay behind me, guys. I walk forward, gun out, pointing around corners.
Nice.
I do a forward roll.
For no apparent reason.
I'm down on my knees, looking around.
I get the impression that you haven't actually travelled that far. You're maybe like a couple of metres in, just doing all this
I
stuff.
feel like Alex is just actually scanning like the schematics of the building.
I've got. I feel like I've Yeah, if you're out with the guns, then I'm out with the guns as well. I've got my assault rifle out.
But also, can't you just use your vision clicker to see if there's anyone around?
Absolutely, I've still got my assault rifle.
So is there anyone around?
So I'm scanning. I'm using like the X-ray vision to see through things.
Yep.
What can I see?
There are people of various species, and they all appear to be running around like headless chickens.
Ooh.
Oh, okay.
So the attack is working then.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good distraction.
I let them know what's going on. I say, guys, I don't think we're going to have to worry about people getting aggy with us this early on because they are currently running around like headless chickens.
Okay.
They seem to be preoccupied.
Let's go straight to the uncoupling position.
Yeah. I set off at a brisk jog.
Okay, great.
All right, what do we think this interior looks like? Are we thinking like Empire style, like lots of black and metal, or is it more sterile?
I'm imagining like industrial gantries,
white,
like all metal, and when you run and it's like chunk, 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 chunk.
Grill style pathways.
Exactly.
Okay, so maybe actually like not quite as pristine. Maybe a little bit.
A bit more functional.
Yeah, it's like you'd expect to see in like a giant engine room.
Okay, yeah. This is kind of the engine room of the galaxy. That makes a lot of sense. And you see glyphs on a lot of the walls that indicate that this is the primary simulation protomatter channeler coupling terminal.
Okay, we're in the right place.
Yes. What you know from the instructions uploaded by Sim is that there are 3 terminals that all need to be activated simultaneously.
Oh, right. Looks like we're splitting up then, guys.
They're all in like a central atrium chamber of this edifice that you're in, but they are ranged around the outside.
Okay, because so we're all heading to the same
because
location.
This place is really ergonomically designed.
Yes.
So you, Ellie, and Vikki seem to get on really well. So do you guys want to stick together, and then I'll go to one, and Alex can go to one?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm just wondering if we need someone to be a floater, as it were, and have one person at each point, and then someone that's available to...
Yeah, I just think Alex is okay in a fight. I'm okay in a fight. You are terrible in a fight.
I am really terrible.
I'm really good in a
but
fight.
Vicky's pretty good. So.
Okay, so it's just a nice way of you saying that I shouldn't be left
You
on
need
my
a bodyguard because I've seen you fight.
You have to give all the instructions then.
Yeah, I'm the brains. Okay, fine. Yeah, I will go with Vikki. Thank you for your consideration.
Why don't you guys go to the centre one, and then you can shout at me and Alex to do what we need to.
Or just use the comms, but yeah, cool.
Nope, shout. I've turned my comms off.
Turn them back on again. You idiot.
Okay, so there are technicians and the odd recalibrator, but not too many of those, running around like action stations. Everything seems to be in some level of chaos. There are alarms blaring. How are you proceeding? Are you going to try and sneak, or are you just going to try and like book it to where you need to be?
I'm going to sneak by running. I'm going to run like I'm don't know what I'm doing. I'm just going to run around.
Yeah,
but actually I'm heading directly where I need to go.
I think blending in is the best.
Yeah, aping all of the running headless chicken technicians.
Yeah.
Okay. So normally this is like an act quick sort of situation, but do you think is this a con? Does this count as a?
It's definitely making people. It's definitely deception and subterfuge.
I think we're running it like we would a con.
Yeah.
So I reckon we've got like the space equivalent of high vis and clipboards.
Because what the outcomes for conning someone? It's like something goes
Something
unnoticed.
small escapes their notice, or suspicion or blame is shifted away from me. Which makes sense.
I think you should be rolling that.
So I'm going to roll that. Here we go. Oh boy, that is a 6.
It's a 9.
It's plus slick.
Yeah. Oh yeah, 9. So deception will work. I get hold 1.
Okay, cool. So are you spending any of that now, or are you holding it?
I guess suspicion or blame is shifted away from us. Makes sense.
Yeah, you are perceived to be just generally part of the hubbub, and nobody pays much attention to you as you make your way to the coupling chamber. You've been listening to Merely Roleplayers. You can look us up wherever you find podcasts, on Twitter @merelyroleplay and at facebook.com/merelyroleplayers. Reviews and kind words are all very much appreciated, and we hope you'll join us again for our next episode. To the coupling chamber. Now, shall we...
Coupling
Time to get married.
Oh, God.